HR leaders need to really rethink the total workforce. What does it mean for them now? It tends to be digital workforce and human workforce. For their future, they need to also transform and change HR operation, more administrative tasks, move them to automation or to agentic, and focus really on the human, on their problems, and on the cultural stewardship. From my perspective, this is really important, especially in such transformation. We have to avoid the real crisis of the company's cultures. So to stay relevant, HR leaders needs to go into integrating AI into the employee life cycle, but still maintaining very strong human forward approach and experience. What I believe that is a truly uncomfortable truth is that we transform with a big tools, big technology, but we really forget to invest into the future skills of people who will be at the end orchestrating this technology with their daily work. So what we see from the Randstad Work Pointer 2026 research, there is AI reality gap. 95% of employers, they actually believe in the growth with AI, while talent remains wary. They don't see any clear roadmap for upskilling. So what is happening, that we are doing the transformation with untransformed workforce. So we need to really think about the skills that they will need after this transformation. This transformation is not a project anymore. It's a real shift in the baseline of the competences that human workforce will need. And to bring the value, there's a huge pressure on the GBS to bring the value, to run the end-to-end process. It will be even more important. What are the future skills that we are not transforming, and then we have the big problem in the technology transformation. GBS leaders will not be anymore process managers, and I'm not talking about only about really top leaders. It's really about any GBS leader, any GBS manager or team leader. They will become digital orchestrators and trust architects. Again, our research shows that there is quite softening in the trust to the senior leadership, because these people hear about big transformation, while what actually was strengthened is the trust with direct managers. 75 people confirmed that they have strong relation and trust to the direct manager. So direct managers, they become like a stable base that they can stick into in also big macroeconomic changes. What is now important, GBS leaders also will move part of their work to AI. Actually, they will use AI as a co-thinker, co-creator, or co-pilot. But then they have more time for the value coaching. What I think is also important is to look at managing multi-generations, because Gen Z will come with way more tech-savvy skills. And it's very important in this transformation. But older generations will bring expertise on industry and on process. So the managers and the next generation of the managers needs to think how to work with those different generations using their skills and the advantage that they come from this diversity. First of all, for me, I'm first time in this event, and I'm very positively surprised, and I have a very positive experience. Besides the networking that happens, I would say, on each event, this networking is more meaningful because it gives me a lot of possibility to talk to my peers, not only from one country, I'm based in Hungary, but also from all over Europe especially. That's very valuable. The second thing I see is the strong relevance of the topics, very interesting workshops, well prepared, really capable speakers, facilitators, and a lot of good atmosphere that not too heavy, not too much on the topics that actually are making us worry. Here I can really discuss the problems that all GBS leaders face right now and get the other experience, view, and share the best practice.